Number 10. Shiro Neko Project Zero Chronicle. In a world consisting of numerous isles, a young hero from the Astora Isle encounters the adventurer Kyle and follows him on an expedition on the isle. They meet a mysterious girl named Iris and a talkative white cat, and together they make their way to the isle's ruins where they find a flying island. Kyle becomes consumed by darkness there, and the party resolves to travel to the ends of the world on the flying island in order to find the 7 great runes following Kyle's words before he disappears. Number 9. Planet With. According to the theories of Oniromancy, dreams of dragons represent the struggle of losing yourself to your own anger. Fittingly, Soya Kuroi wakes up from a nightmare of a massive dragon destroying everything around him in a blaze of rainbow-colored light. After being told that he lost his parents in memory in a strange accident, the waking world becomes another nightmare in itself. With this dream being his only memory, he has no choice but to be taken care of by his 2 strange guardians, the spunky and energetic maid Ginkgo, and a huge cat known only as Sensei. His new life is turned upside down when the denizens of Saramisaka City are beset by a teddy bear-shaped UFO. When military power proves to be ineffective, 7 mysterious people rise up to fight off the monstrosity. These heroes destroy the invader in a flurry of rainbow-colored lights, the same very lights that Soya saw in his nightmare. With the alien threat repelled, these 7 strangers find themselves facing a new adversary, Soya. Swearing vengeance upon the people who decimated his old life, he begins to crusade against these heroes and becomes embroiled in a struggle of galactic proportions. Number 8. Hidan no Aria. In response to the worsening crime rates, Japan creates Tokyo Butte High, an elite academy where butte, or armed detectives, hone their deadly skills in hopes of becoming mercenary-like agents of justice. One particular butte is Kinji Tuyama, an antisocial and curt sophomore dropout who was once a student of the combat-centric assault division. Kinji now lives a life of leisure, studying logistics in order to cover up his powerful but embarrassing special ability. However, his peaceful days soon come to an end when he becomes the target of the infamous Butte killer and runs into an emotional hurricane and outspoken prodigy of the highest rank, Aria Holmes Kanzaki, who saves Kinji's life and demands that he become her partner after seeing what he is truly capable of. Grand Crest Senki. The continent of Atlantin once again finds itself devoured by the flames of war after a horrific event known as the Great Hall Tragedy. What was supposed to be a joyful occasion that would establish peace between the Fantasia Union and the Factory Alliance, the marriage of Sir Alexis Dowse and Lady Marine Kresh, was instead a tragedy. As the bride and groom walked down the aisle, the ceremony was suddenly interrupted by a powerful convergence of chaos, a dark energy from another dimension that corrupts the land and brings forth monsters and demons into the world. From within that energy appeared the Demon Lord of Diabolos, an evil being who instantly murdered the Archduke of both factions, shattering any hope for peace between them. Having failed to prevent this disaster, Saluka Meledes, an alliance mate, is traveling through the chaos-infested countryside to study under a master magician. When she is intercepted by a group of soldiers working with the Federation, Saluka is rescued by Theo Carano, a young warrior carrying a mysterious crest, a magical symbol that gives its wielder the ability to banish chaos. Bearing no allegiance to a specific domain, Theo hopes to attain the rank of Lord so that he can liberate his hometown of Sistina from its tyrannical ruler and the chaos spreading within it. Impressed by his noble goal, Saluka enters into a magical contract with Theo, and the two embark on a journey to restore balance to their war-torn land. Grimm's notes the animation. The game takes place in a world created by beings known as storytellers. At birth, all inhabitants of this world are bestowed with a Book of Fate, where all their lives are written in advance. However, rogue storytellers, known as Chaos Tellers, are writing bad events into people's books without them knowing. It is up to the holders of blank Books of Fate to seek out the Chaos Tellers and restore the world. Young Black Jack. In the 1960s, a gifted young medical student tries to make a name for himself. Guru Hazama is a reserved young man with unusual black and white hair, a body covered with scars, and a dark past. Despite only being a medical student, his surgical brilliance starts to attract attention after he completes a seemingly impossible operation. Together with the spirited and honest intern Maiko Okamoto and Yabu, a close friend with a troubled life, Hazama devotes himself to the world of medicine. However, his path to becoming a respectable surgeon is a difficult one, as student riots, war, and corruption are consuming Japan. Hazama quickly finds himself caught up in a series of nefarious circumstances that challenge his integrity as a person and his path towards becoming a surgeon. Young Black Jack chronicles the story of a man capable of performing unthinkable feats of medicine and the journey that leads him to become the legend known as Black Jack. Psyche Kuso no ? To the average person, psychic abilities might seem a blessing. For Kusuo Psyche, however, this couldn't be farther from the truth. Gifted with a wide assortment of supernatural abilities ranging from telepathy to X-ray vision, he finds this so-called blessing to be nothing but a curse. As all the inconveniences his powers cause constantly pile up, all Kusuo aims for is an ordinary, hassle-free life. A life where ignorance is bliss. Unfortunately, the life of a psychic is far from quiet. Though Kusuo tries to stay out of the spotlight by keeping his powers a secret from his classmates, he ends up inadvertently attracting the attention of many odd characters, such as the empty-headed Riki Nendao and the delusional Shun Kaidao. Forced to deal with the craziness of the people around him, Kusuo comes to learn that the ordinary life he has been striving for is a lot more difficult to achieve than expected.
Future.
World Trigger. When a gate to another world suddenly opens on Earth, Mikado City is invaded by strange creatures known as neighbors, malicious beings impervious to traditional weaponry. In response to their arrival, an organization called the Border Defense Agency has been established to combat the neighbor menace through special weapons called triggers. Even though several years have passed after the gate first opened, neighbors are still a threat and members of Border remain on guard to ensure the safety of the planet. Despite this delicate situation, members in training such as Omasu Mikumo are not permitted to use their triggers outside of headquarters. But when the mysterious new student in his class is dragged into a forbidden area by bullies, they are attacked by neighbors, and Osamu had no choice but to do what he believes is right. Much to his surprise, however, the transfer student Yuma Kuga makes short work of the aliens, revealing that he's a humanoid neighbor in disguise.
This is the future. Human error.
Hachinante Soriwan Nai Desho. Shingo Ichinomiya, a 25-year-old man working at a firm company while thinking of tomorrow's busy working day, goes to sleep. However, when he woke up, he found himself in a room unknown to him and realized that he is inside a 6-year-old's body, taking over his body and mind. He soon learns from the memories of the boy that the boy was born as the youngest child of a poor noble family living in a backcountry. Having no administrative skill, he can't do anything to manage the vast land his family has. Fortunately, he is blessed with a very rare talent, the talent of magic. Unfortunately, while his talent could bring prosperity to his family, in his situation it only brought disaster. This is the story of the boy Wendelin von Benno Baumeister opening his own path into a harsh world.
This is the future. Evolution. This is the future.
Tower of God. Tower of God centers around a boy called 25th Bam, who has spent most of his life trapped beneath a vast and mysterious tower, with his only close friend Rachel to keep him company. When Rachel enters the tower, Bam manages to open the door into it as well, and faces challenges at each floor of this tower as he tries to find his closest companion.
Alright everyone, that's it for today's video. Did you guys enjoy this list? Or find any anime you're interested in? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments, and please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you're new, remember to turn on notifications for more upcoming top 10 videos.
Number 10.